So today, I want to talk about like this ideology of like what men think. Okay, so like let's just start here. You see, like one thing about men that I've never understood, first of all, is their way of thinking. It's different because like their definition of a man, it's like it revolves around like being a fucking hypocrite, contradiction, and bias. Because it's like they'll talk about like be a man, and then like these men who like talk about, oh, be a man, like they sit at home and they'll beat the fuck out of their wives, but like God forbid they ever shed a tear, because shedding a tear would make them less of a man, but putting your hands on a woman wouldn't do so. And it's just like that's the first thing that just like doesn't make sense to me. These men will bash their family, verbally abuse their family and friends, and then go to work, put on a fancy suit, and then stand there being a man. And it's just about being a hypocrite and a phony, because it's not fake. It's not too like it's not you're not true to yourself. It's like how does having money and having it all make you a man? But like then your mindset's like this, but it's like, oh, you're just a man because you have the money, because you have more, and that makes people less than you. I just like never understood it. That's why like me myself, like of course I can admit like, because the thing is like, what is the word, what's the fucking word, prejudice and like the ideology, because at the end of the day I am a man. This the things that they think, of course it's in my head, but the thing is I don't act on it. Because why do you think sayings like, oh, if you have nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all exist? It's for a reason, because there's already so much bad and hate in the world. It's like, why do I want to feed more into that? That's why it's like, that's why I don't get along with a lot of people. That's why I don't have a lot of people around me, because I never fit in, because I always thought differently from how other men thought. Like during high school for an example, or like elementary school, like I was always like the standoutish one, because like I can't, not really elementary, because like elementary, like people got along. Like elementary, people weren't really judging you. Like you made a friend, but like high school wise, like I was stand out. I was the stand out. That's because like I would see the things the boys are doing. It wasn't like, it was just like gave me like this sour feeling in my mouth. I would see what they were talking about, and it was just like it rubbed me the wrong way. That's why I just knew like I wasn't meant to be a part of that like herd. I wasn't meant to sit in and fit in. And of course at some point I try to, because the thing is when you don't want to be a part of the group, that group, they want to pick you apart and break you down just because you're not like them. Because I was bullied for that exact reason, because of my difference. So what did I try to do? Yeah, I'll admit I try to fit in, but then I still realized when I was trying to fit in, I felt uncomfortable. I always felt uncomfortable. So I just decided like this wasn't for me. Like I was not meant to sit with you guys and think the same as you guys. Like I was not meant to do it. So I already knew the way I am and who I am. My path was not meant to be the same path as everyone, and to sit down and think the same as everyone else and just be like everyone. And of course everyone's different, but yeah, some people, they're just the same. Like it gives off like you're the same, you think the same, everything is the same, and it's like I could never do that. Like it doesn't make sense to me. That's why I just do my thing, and I do it for me, because this is what I like, and I don't like there's no one to impress. Because what you guys need to understand is like God did not put you on this earth to like try to satisfy the needs of something else, of someone else, to think the same as someone else, or do the same things as someone else. Your purpose is for you. You were put on this earth to be you. So why do you want to sit in the crowd? Why do you want to fit in so badly? Think differently, do things differently. What you want to do, just do it. And it's like, again, it just doesn't, like, it just never made sense to me the way like men think. That's why like the whole definition behind being a man, like I don't even know what it means anymore. Because like if what the way they act and the things they do is what makes them a man, then I don't want to be a part of that. And yeah, if I could, if that was the case and I was here wanting to choose my gender and be non-binary, I would very much do so. But the thing is, at the end of the day, that's not how it's going to be, and that's not how it will ever be. Because at the end of the day, when you're put on this earth, you're put on this earth with a fucking penis or a vagina, and I don't even care to say it because I'm just gonna be straight up blunt and just be honest about it. You're put on this earth with a penis or a vagina. That's what sets your gender apart from anything else. Okay, that's where your role of a man or a female comes from. So it's like I'm not gonna be non-binary because at the end of the day, I do have to admit I am a man and I will have to continue being a man, and that is set for me because that's just how things were meant to be. Honestly, it was just how it was meant to be. So it's like I really would like to dissociate myself from like what it means to be a man because like it doesn't make sense. That's why like I'm just gonna define it for myself. I'm gonna do my poetry. I'm gonna write. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna be a good person, take care of my family, and that's gonna represent me as a man because the whole man thing, being a man, like it's just a whole lot of mix up because you guys call yourself men and then your actions like this gives boy behavior is what it is. It gives like immature, young minded, like it gives little boys. So it's like you're not a man just because you have more. You're not a man because you have a lot of money. You're not a man because you put on a fancy suit and go to work. This is not what makes you men. Like, it's really not because, like, your mindset is all over the fucking place. So it's like, I don't even know what the saying for what it could be is anymore. But honestly, at this point in 2024, about to be 2025, at this stage, all you could do is decide for yourself what makes you a man because it doesn't make no sense anymore. The word man, men, it's just it doesn't make sense. And of course I'm not a fucking sexist, I'm not, because the same could be said for females. But the thing is, I don't know the whole thing behind females because, well, at the end of the day, I'm speaking on behalf of men because I am men, so I can't speak on behalf of women because I'm not a woman. And of course I could speak from an outside perspective, but at the end of the day, I'm not on the inside, so my information is only limited. So let me speak about what I know about, and that is being a man. And from seeing other men and seeing how they think and just realizing like it's gross. I don't care. I don't care. I'll admit some men can be normal. They can think normal, but at the end of the day, I always see similarities in their way of thinking, especially with women. These men, I don't know, but of course the same could be said for females. In high school, y'all just decided like y'all want to fuck from young. Everybody want to fit in. Everybody's having sex at a young age. Why is this normal? Why is this normal? Our brains aren't even fully developed. We're not even mature. We're not adults. And it's just everybody wants to lose their virginity because everybody's doing it. And this is what I mean by it's like people want to fit in. You guys aren't different from nobody if you're doing the same exact thing as all these people. What makes you different? The only thing that's setting you apart is your looks at this point because your mindset is the same as everybody else. And the racism and the homophobia and the sexism and the fucking misogyny, it's just like, it's what clumps you guys all together and makes you guys so similar to each other because it's just hate and it's just like disaster. And that's the thing about men is they can really fucking run shit and just make it just bring havoc everywhere, like everywhere. And that's the thing because men, they want control. Men are greedy, they're lustful. That's the thing, they want everything. Don't you see? It's men who control everything. It's men who are governments. It's men who are the head of things. Men run everything. This is what people don't understand because they live for control. And of course me, I am a man, so I fall under that. But the thing is, I don't feed into greed or lust. And the thing is, of course, I want control. But the thing is, I can't have control. If I'm driving a car, I have control. But the thing is, what tomorrow has to bring, it only allows me to take my hands off of the steering wheel and just see what comes. Because not everything I can control. But men, if they could, they would control tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, the week after, and the month after, and years after, and so forth. Because the power men have, it's really what destroys the world. It's really what it is. Like, men will always have power, and it's just like it's just a bunch of greedy men. And it's like it will never come to an end, and it's so unfortunate that it's like this is the way the world has become, but it's all due to men. Men want to control women's bodies. Men, they want power. They want power over everything, and they have the power. So it's like, what can we do other than submit, because we're nobody compared to these big head people. We're nobody. There's nothing you can do to go against it. And it's just like, it's very unfortunate because I already know if it was women running things would very much be different. But due to the circumstance of men being more powerful, It's like women, they can't do anything. They can't do anything. Everything is ran by men. The laws are made by men. Abortion clinics and the Roe v. Wade thing, it's being overrun because of men, and it's just like disastrous is what it is. Like this world is just in a world in a state of freaking havoc and chaos due to men. And what can we do but sit here and watch? All we could literally do is just watch the havoc unfold because we're nobodies. We really are nobodies, and it's saddening. It's saddening to be honest. So all I could do for myself is continue being a good person, continue rooting for the underdogs, and just keep speaking my truth, which is what I'm always gonna do. And if people don't like it, I don't care. And if there's men who want to watch this video and have something to say, I don't care because I'm speaking nothing but the truth. And if you don't like it, well, there's nothing I could do for you, just like there's nothing I could do about the predicament we're in. So honestly, I'm gonna leave the video there. If you guys enjoyed, stay tuned. I always got somewhere to talk about. But at the end of the day, do your big one, do the best you can. Just be yourself at the end of the day. It's not about fitting in this world. You weren't put in this world to fit in. Do your thing, do it for yourself. And that's all I'm gonna say for today. And I hope you guys enjoy this video because I'm gonna keep talking my shit forever. And if you don't like it, y'all gonna have to come and get me. And even after, I'm gonna keep talking my shit. So that part. But anyways, I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Like always, the fuck.